What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk, and hopefully it won't be my last episode of Joe Winko Talk. This is going to be a really negative episode about something that I'm really upset about. As you can see right now, I'm wearing one of my N95 masks because I felt like it was appropriate to wear it in this video because it has a lot to do with the topic I'll be discussing. As you guys all know, coronavirus is still continuing to ravage the USA. We're at 7 million confirmed cases so far. And unfortunately, I live in the epicenter of the USA for coronavirus in the state of Florida. Things are not being handled well here at all. For some of you guys who don't know, Florida is under the rule of Ron DeSantis. He's our governor from the state of Florida. And even more ironic, he looks exactly like my adoptive dad's brother who I live with, who also isn't taking the coronavirus seriously. I read online that Ron DeSantis decided that since the new daily cases for coronavirus are going down in the state of Florida, that everything should be open to full capacity. Everything. Bars, nightclubs. He wants everything open to full capacity. At first, it was just the individual counties in the state of Florida that were deciding to close stuff up and everything, because he never had like a statewide plan for how Florida handles the coronavirus. Just like Donald Trump, he was leaving it up to the counties to decide, which is a horrible idea. Now, basically, since he says that everything can open to full capacity, the counties have no say in it. The cities have no say in it. So this stuff is just going to spread out of control. It already is spreading out of control. Even though we got the cases down, we're still getting like 1,000 to 2,000 new cases every single day. And I just know that it's going to get worse. It's just really messed up that he can't see that. I even read in the news article, he said that the state will be prepared if the coronavirus cases start going up in the state of Florida. It's not a matter of if. They are going to start going up. And we are not prepared for this. We have no vaccine. We have no cure. We have tons of people who aren't even taking this seriously at all. And there's going to be more people who are going to die of this because of his decision. And I just think that's the most messed up thing ever. I always wanted to live in Florida since I was a little kid. I always thought Florida would be an awesome place to live. But there's one thing that this pandemic has showed me. That it was a really bad idea moving to Florida. And the reason why I'm so concerned, because another thing people always tell me is, Joe, you're young, you don't have anything to worry about. First of all, I'm not really that young. I'm 24 years old. Another thing is, I have an autoimmune deficiency. I have type 1 diabetes. And also, I'm African American, which puts me at high risk of dying of coronavirus. But then you have so many idiots not taking it seriously. I've seen the videos online, people saying that the coronavirus is fake and that it isn't real. And unfortunately, I live with one of those idiots. My adoptive dad's brother, who comes back to this house every single day. This is literally the worst thing ever. It was already bad enough, but then seeing this, seeing that Ron DeSantis doesn't give a shit about the people living in Florida, that he's reopening everything up, he's worse than the governor from The Walking Dead. He's worse than Negan from The Walking Dead. It's absolutely awful. Because you can't just leave it up to the individual people. There's people who think this is fake. There's people who aren't taking this seriously, who won't wear a mask at all. The messed up thing about it is, it doesn't just affect them. It's not like those people who aren't taking it seriously. It's not like just they're going to pay for it and they're going to suffer from it and everything. This disease is highly contagious. It's already spread everywhere. I think coming to live in Florida was literally one of the worst mistakes in my life. Even if I caught the coronavirus, I never want to catch the coronavirus because I read about the coronavirus long haulers, the people who have symptoms for months, like the people who were infected back in March, who are still sick with it to this day, still having high temperatures, still having fatigue, their hair's falling out, they still have skin problems. You name it, it happens to these people because of this virus. Even people who are asymptomatic have damage to their hearts and everything. It's messed up enough to, like, be afraid and be worried and want to stay in your house and not go anywhere. I'm already at that point. But not even feeling safe in your own house on top of that, that's even worse, really. I don't even know what to say, really. I just needed to do this video just to vent. But I just don't feel safe here in Florida. And I just think it's really messed up how we're just under this rule of this one guy who isn't taking this virus seriously, who's letting this virus spread everywhere and killing everyone. I mean, I live in Pinellas County, Florida. Luckily, the leaders of Pinellas County, Florida, they put in the mask mandate and everything. And that's made things safer. I mean, the cases are still climbing, but that made things safer. But now Ron DeSantis just moved in and removed all of that. I also saw how bad the cases were getting in Miami, how bad they are in Miami, and they're going to get worse because of Ron DeSantis. This is going to sound really messed up, but I honestly hope Ron DeSantis gets the coronavirus, and I hope he sees how bad that virus affects a human body and how serious of an issue it really is. Maybe then he'll finally start seeing how much of a problem this really is. And maybe then he'll understand why it's important for people to wear a mask so they don't spread this or catch this. And maybe then we won't have thousands of people dying in the state of Florida. It almost seems like he wants to kill everyone off in the state of Florida. We're already at 14,000 deaths in the state of Florida alone. One death is too many, but not for Ron DeSantis. I just think it's messed up how one person has control over all this and not even sure what to do at all. Well, that's all I can say, really. I just was really upset about this. I'll have a link to the whole news article I read in the pinned comments. That's it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. So that's it. And don't forget to stay safe. The only thing I can try to do. Peace out, people.